Alright, today's topic, standard roof Ford Econolines, 1992 to 2014. How much interior space do you have? And what can you do with a standard roof van? If you're thinking about getting a van, I'll go ahead and measure this out for you so you guys can see how much space is behind the driver's side seat with all the seats taken out. 11 feet 5 inches. So if you get the normal length van, subtract 20 inches from it, so what would that be? So 137, so that's a 117. So 117 is 9 feet 9 inches if you get the normal length van. Here's how I filled out my interior. This is what you call a no build. So I kept the factory panels, factory carpet, threw a carpet on top of the factory carpet, some rubber floor mats right here. So this is a futon sofa bed. So I measured it so I'll be able to fit a fridge in between. This is what the extended part is. If you get the extended Econoline, this little window right here, this section where the rear bench seat is, that's where the extension is. If you get the standard length van, it'll end where this bench seat is. A lot of people build really tall beds with these standard roof vans, so they have a lot of storage under their bed. I retained the factory bench seat. I'm able to fit a bathroom right here. This is for my girlfriend, so if we're on the road, we don't have to go to a rest area. If you're a guy, you just need a bottle. So fridge there and bathroom here, bench seat. So yeah, the room is nice. You could fit plenty of stuff. This is probably not the most efficient use of room. I would probably be better off taking the bench seat out and moving this all the way back, or maybe moving this where this is. I saw one person put like a curtain and the bathroom in the corner, so that was a really good idea. But I do like my setup. I didn't build anything extremely high, so I'm just sitting like normal, even on a standard height roof. A lot of people, when they build their beds so high, they can't sit on their bed without their head touching the roof, so they go with the swivel seat. I'm thinking about doing a swivel seat eventually. That's when you turn the seat facing this way, but perfect setup for me. I got my table here, laptop, and you could remove the table, store it under my bed. I have a couple of bins under the bed, table leg right there. So this is folded up. There's the table. So I just put this cardboard here. It's a $150 sofa bed. So I just put this cardboard here so that the mattress isn't sinking into the little bars here. So that's what the cardboard's for. Push this. Oh, and I put some extra memory foam under it too. And there you go. Now you have the actual bed. If you're 5'7" or shorter, you could actually use the bench seat as a bed. So yeah, if you could fit on the bench seat comfortably, no need to use the extra space for a bed. Here's your bed right here, and all this space right here, you could do whatever you want. But if I were to lay down, yeah, my legs would be bent. So the point of a van is you have so much room that there's no need to do the bent knee sleep for real. You can be up to 6'5" and fit on this bed without bending your knees. So one side is for one person and the other side is for another, so you could fit two on this bed. If you're taller than 6'5", sleep at an angle. If you're 7 feet tall or taller, don't utilize that space right there. Get a really big bed. That's the beauty of a van. No matter how tall you are, you can sleep in it comfortably. Try that in an SUV. It's not gonna happen. So yeah, I'm using a lot of space with my bed, but sleeping on the road is important to me. I like getting real sleep on the road. back in sofa mode. So one section for each person if you have a significant other. Sometimes I don't even fold it into a bed. I just leave it as a sofa, take a nap like this. I wish I was by the lake right now. This sofa is in a perfect spot if you're by a lake, just hang out in your van. Or you could move to the middle of the seat and play some video games. TurboGrafx 16 mini, 19-inch TV. This TV is from my last van build from 10 years ago, so I'm not gonna get a bigger TV until this one stops working. You never get electronics that lasts more than 10 years anymore. Impressive. Good job, Vizio, for lasting 10 years. I have a little room to work with behind the rear bench seat. That's a battery right there. Microwave under the bench seat, and then I got my off-road supplies, air compressor right there. So tiny bit of room under the seat and behind the seat. Big power inverter right there to power the microwave. Solar charge controller, the wire going into the solar panel, and there's another battery right there behind the sofa bed. And then here are my power plugs. Another great thing about having all this size is that vans are also really wide, so you could walk in between the driver's area into the sleeping area, or from the sleeping area to the driver's area without getting out of the vehicle, and that's a great safety feature right there. So there's a look at the possibilities of what you could do with the interior of a standard roof van. My van is lifted, so I could do some off-roading, some overlanding, but it spends most of its time on normal roads, so it's the perfect road trip vehicle. Most comfortable vehicle I've ever owned. I had a pickup when I was younger, and yeah, pickup doesn't compare to a van. I never turned back. This is my second van build. Never went back to a pickup. So if you're 5'7" or under, you could sleep widthwise of the van and save all this space and do whatever you want. Just have a lot of room. About $4 grand, $4 to $7 grand, you could get a taller roof and stand in your van if you want to budget that. That's nice. Maybe someday I'll want to be able to stand in my van, make it a true wannabe RV. It's kind of a wannabe RV now. And then if you're taller, yeah, you could fit as big a bed as you need. No matter what your size. The smaller you are, the more space you could work with. The taller you are, you're not sitting on the sidelines. You still have a cool vehicle that you could sleep in. You're not sleeping in an SUV like you do in a van. So possibilities are endless. It's another cool thing about a van. You make it to what your vision is, what you think will make you comfortable. Yeah, I got two sitting areas. My van is more of a hangout configuration than a storage configuration. So love hanging out in my van.